Hi, this is David. Welcome to The Table, a series of videos where I review and discuss various board and card games, looking at them from a family perspective. Today I stepped outside to talk about Think Again from Yellow Games. Now this is a 3 to 8 player party game where you answer trivia questions. Now the thing is that when you answer the questions, just because you give the right answer doesn't mean that it's the correct answer. Alright, let's take a look at this game, how it's played, and I'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, when you open up the Think Again box, inside there's going to be a stack of cards, and there's a few of them that'll have the rules on how to play the game. But specifically on the back here, let me talk about the backs here because this is really important. There is going to be a number of symbols on there. For example, this would be the dunce, and we have the genius. We have another genius here. We have a green circle here. We have the words wrong, there could be the word right, and there even could be a red square that's in the deck here. Now, on the backs of these cards is going to indicate the type of answer that you're going to be giving to the question that is being asked. Okay, so if it's the genius or the words right or the green button, you're going to answer with the right answer. If you see the red square, the dunce, or the word wrong, you will give the wrong answer in order to score points. Now, here's how this works. One person is selected to be a reader, and they will take this stack of cards, and the first person will shuffle them up really good. And what they will do is they will take the first card off the top of the deck, and they will take the rest of them and they will place it face down so nobody sees them. They'll hold the card up in front of them so nobody can, and with their hands set a certain way so that you cannot see what's behind here. And they will choose to read any of the questions that are on the card. So, for example, here I will ask, the Smurfs are which color? And then at the same time I will hold up this card in front of me, and this will indicate the type of answer that I'm looking for. So this is looking for the wrong answer. So if I hold that up there, that's the dunce. That is going to, if you say it blue, if you blurted out blue, you would be wrong because Smurfs are blue. So if you said green or yellow, whatever, you would receive this point. Now, the first person that blurts out the answer, whether it's the correct answer or not, is going to end up getting this card in front of them. If they answered the question correctly, like if they gave the wrong answer, this would go face up in front of them, like with this face up, and they would score a point. If they got the answer incorrect, they would have it the question side up in front of them, and that would result in some negative points. Okay, so now that I've explained to you how to play, let's give it a try, and I'll ask you a few questions and we can play along over the internet. Okay, so here we go. Which musical style do Mozart and Bach represent? Okay, if you answered classical, then you got the question correct, and you would get this and you would score a point if you were the first one to answer. If you had said rock and roll first, you would have gotten this card in front of you face up and worth negative points. Okay, let's try another one. Which internal organ beats regularly? Okay, if you said heart, you got it right. All right, let's try another one. One last one, okay, just so you get a feel of how this game goes. Okay. What kind of legendary creature is Dracula? Okay. If you said vampire, you were wrong, and you would have lost points. We were looking for something other than that. You could have said that he was an angel or something like that, and that would have been the correct answer to give. So that's pretty much how you play Think Again. And so you can play this as individuals. What's going to happen is each person will read a total of 5 questions off of 5 different cards, and then what will happen is you'll pass this question deck on to the player to the left. And this will go around until everybody has had a chance to be the reader one time, and then you'll total up, and whoever has the most points wins the game. And that's Think Again. All right, let's talk about Think Again from Yellow, and that you've got a chance to play along, so you got a feel for how the game plays, and certainly that element of trying to be able to quickly process what type of answer you're looking for before blurting it out is definitely what makes this game entertaining when you play it. Okay, so you'll hear a question and right away you'll have an idea, you'll know the answer, and you're going to blurt it out before that card comes up. And if you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right just by blurting it out, so you got to stop and you've got to think for a second, and that's easier said than done. So the interesting thing with this game is definitely how it messes with how your brain functions, because you're going to hear something and quickly process it and want to blurt out the answer, but at the same time you need to look at the card and determine what you're supposed to say before you speak. So you've got a whole lot of this brain activity that's going on, and obviously your mouth thinks faster than your eyes can see things, and so sometimes you could have some really entertaining responses when you end up losing points. So that's definitely what drives this game. Think again. Okay, so looking at this game from a family perspective, again, this is going to definitely give an exercise in being able to process information before you blurt things out, and so it definitely is going to give your brain a workout. The questions themselves are not very difficult. Just being able to determine what type of answer is what's going to make this game give you a few laughs. Okay, now there is a couple of questions on the cards that are in there that will be blue, and they are considered absurd questions, and so you can increase the difficulty of the game if you wanted to. Okay, so there are some questions on there, and if you're looking for the right answer, you just have to say that is absurd, like it doesn't even make any sense, and that would be considered the right answer. Okay, now playing this game plays 3 to 8. It's good, really good with about 4 or 5 or 6 players. When it starts getting more than that, you have too many people blurting out the answers all at one time, and so it's really hard to determine who spoke first. So I really see this in about 4 to 6 players. Okay, kids are going to enjoy this game probably more than adults. I've played this game a number of times, and to be honest with you, the first time or two I played it, I thought it was fun, but then it just kind of quickly wore out on me, and I don't see this game as being something that's going to make it to the table all the time. I see this being, 1 or 2 times. If you're playing in a group of adults, you may get together and play it. It's good for laughs, and after a while you start knowing what all the questions are, and the novelty kind of wears off. And so this one, I just kind of see it probably sitting on the shelf more. Now with younger players, they may think that this is more fun, and they just want to get a good laugh playing with each other. So that's kind of where I see this game at. So like for me personally, this one, I'm going to think again before I play it. This is just one that, I played it a couple times. I kind of found it entertaining to start, but the novelty wore off, and I just kind of found it something that I would rather pass on. All right, but if you're interested in Think Again for yourself, I'll have the information in the video description below. All right, and that is Think Again. Okay, that's it for now, and join me again next time as we take a look at another game and we see how it makes it to the table.